be the calm, rational. So
Hey,
I have to find somebody that everybody
Thanks for
knows.
the heart me and the heart pups,
just,
guys.
Like, Gabby, can you just come on?
Oh.
So I'm gonna bring up a.
Ow.
Okay. Okay. I don't know who this is, Gabby. Just wait. Oh, she's not my mod. How is she doing that?
Say I found this iPad
Oh.
and I'll come over to your box.
Here we go.
There you go.
Tippity tap, because they
Okay, that's progress.
What happened? I rewinded so we could see the beginning of Gabby getting in the
That's
box.
a good
Thank
thing.
you, Yankee.
Let me go to my iPad and switch to you guys to my phone. Okay?
All right.
All right? I'll be
This
back.
is from 2023, so
Kendra,
y'all
and
can
that's
see
why
how
she
much
said
nothing's
something.
changed.
So please ignore Kendra. She's not part of it.
How does Paige turn on these comments when she's not my mod? How is she doing that? How's that possible?
Yeah, Carla did not say anything.
Hello.
Back, so, yeah. It is fair, Georgie, because
You're one of my mods. You're my mods. Okay, I don't know who this is, Gabby. Just wait.
you and me and Danny have a relationship. You did some things with me, and you did things with Danielle.
Okay.
Oh.
But Carla never did that.
Turn your camera on, please.
Oh, I thought it. Oh, whoops.
I'm gonna get her off the box. Okay. Don't worry about the chat. Don't worry about your chat, your people. I'm not gonna worry about my people right now. This is between me and you. Okay? This is between me and you. That's it. Nobody else but me and you, Gabby.
Thank you.
Okay? So I'm gonna bring up Jenny.
And I'm gonna bring up Carla.
Okay, that's
Oh.
fine.
Her.
If somebody can please unblock Carla.
Thank you.
Thank you, Forkin.
They're asking you to turn on the TV.
Okay.
They're asking you to turn on the TV.
I know, right?
Are you live on any other focus on this live here for me?
No, because that's not fair. It would be the same thing that they would come over here, just like there's 400 people in here. So no, I'm paying attention to you. They can listen, blah, blah, blah.
Thank you, Forkin.
Okay? You can see.
Have you not?
There we go. Okay?
Okay, but then you're gonna look at those comments and they're bad. Then you're gonna
I will turn them off.
2023.
I will turn them off just like how they're turned off here. Okay, good.
All right. Now, did somebody unblock her, girl? I don't know. Jenny, are you here? All right, Carla's unblocked, Gabby.
See,
Carla, go ahead.
I don't think they really ever get to the meat of the
Kendra,
argument.
I
They
can't
just,
right now, sweetheart. I'm so sorry, baby girl. Right now, I cannot. I just can't get you in this box right now with her. I just can't, because it'll end really bad.
what you're witnessing is they're speaking the language of circle jerk. Whole lot of words, no meaning.
And I can't.
Hi.
Okay, so until they request my box, this is what I want to talk about, okay? You say here all the time that you want...
Wait, I'm not talking till like your person's in your corner and my person's in my corner.
All for show, because again, this could be done off TikTok.
It's this not
Hi, Nuggie.
in your corner or this person in my corner. This is about, they're both basically referees in case it gets out of control. And
I agree, so let's wait.
You only
because
live
I'm pretty
once.
sure
I'm
this
doing
is gonna
great.
get out of control.
My grandkids will be here any minute,
We
and
don't
I'm doing
have to get out
great.
of control.
That's why they need to be in the corner.
Okay, can you relax, please?
Exactly,
Yeah, sure.
Amanda.
I need duct tape. Whoa!
Oh,
Hey,
she
guys,
needs
do me a
duct
favor.
tape.
Hi. Can you do me a favor? Okay, Gabby, is there a way that Aaron can go ahead and just watch Cameron while you go into a private room and have a conversation with me?
It won't be private because you're in front of thousands of people.
Out of control or she starts yelling and screaming, then you need to step up and try to calm her down. Gabby, you're not going to go after me. You're going to just get Gabby's attention. She goes off the handle. Same thing, vice versa.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, well, let me get the box bigger.
All right.
Hi, Jenny. How are you, love? Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, I'm good.
It's the smirking for me.
Boxes are good. All right, Gabby. You ready?
This was
Yep.
November 2023.
Maybe. All right, here's the deal. So I'm gonna have you interrupting. Yes. All right, just let Gabby know when to start.
Now we get to look at each other awkwardly.
I just feel that a lot of what's happening here is that you're listening to your chat and you're not listening to your own sister.
You're welcome.
And a mom, coming from a mom standpoint, with Cameron, you can't say anything because you're not a mom.
Blow,
And
blow.
If you don't believe anything, and like for example, if someone comes over to your live and says, like today with the whole lighter thing, and they said,
Thank you,
I
Forkin.
saw Aaron threw it out or blah 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 blah, and then you believed it, you came.
We're speeding
and
them
what
up a little
happened?
bit.
That was a lie. So you believe your chat, and look, we start fighting, but that wasn't really like, it wasn't true. And so like with the whole thing about like Cameron and autism and sensory and routine and structure, you're listening to your chat and you're just I don't really know what to say.
Thank
Danny.
you.
It's more like you just want to please them, and you just leave me in the doghouse like I'm nothing to you, and that hurts.
Oh,
Like,
there's that
you have
hurt.
no idea
I'm
what
just
it is
venting.
to raise
We're
a
just
child
hurt.
with a disability. No idea until you're a mother.
Exactly,
then you can
Carrie.
speak. And so when you say things on live about me and Aaron, and
How did who get a black eye? Danny punches herself in the face. That's how she gets a black eye.
whatever you want to feel and say, you should really come to me and off TikTok. No, everything
Oh,
that you have
thank you.
done to me should have never been on TikTok. I can tell you one thing. I do not talk about you, Danny. I have never once
Right,
bashed
Daisy?
you.
Okay, that's 2 minutes. All right, thank you. I know I can go.
You're wasting your 10 minutes just staring.
All right, I'm just gonna say this nice with house again. Gabby, you listen to me, okay? They did say about the lighter. They sure did. Okay, so did I get upset? Yep. But as soon as I walked in, I wasn't screaming at you. I wasn't yelling at you. I was like, hey, did you throw my lighter away? And you're like, no. I'm like, well, close. So
I am
looked at it,
too,
looked at it, there
Scribbles.
was nothing
I
there,
am
finding
too.
it. But before, I would
Hi,
have came
Toxic
in, barged
T.
in, started screaming, started yelling at you, cursing at you, like all these different things, right? So I'm working on not trying to snap on anybody, including you guys, okay, until I hit that point, okay? But let me tell you something. I'm not your mother, okay? You're right about
No.
that. But the way that you express and tell your personal life out on
Hope you're
TikTok,
having a good
you're
day.
giving everybody an opinion to give you advice about anything you put out on here. Whether you don't like it or you don't
Oh.
want it to happen, you put
And that in 2023, she's still upset about people having an opinion about what she puts on the internet.
it out there, okay? You're a mother.
Yeah, I want to talk
You are
about
a
that
dad.
later,
You're
but it'll be on
all these people
YouTube
are
talking
screen
about that
recording you,
because
okay?
they're mass
Your
reporting the
son
hell
is
out of
You know,
anything.
you're drinking on live. You know, anything can happen, especially when you consume alcohol. You understand that?
So hard.
Okay? I live alone. I don't have responsibilities. But I don't want to bury my sister, Gabby. I don't want to bury you. And do you remember how you sat there and said, Danny, don't trust your chat. Danny, you're trusting too many people.
Yeah,
They don't
Daisy,
care about you,
I'm a
Danny.
virgin.
They don't care about you. They're laughing at you, just like how you said that to me. But the whole, don't you remember? You sat there and you said, Danny, why are you trusting people? Take your own advice, Gabby. Like everybody's sitting back and saying, Danny, time's up.
No, time's up. Because you sat there and stared for 5 minutes.
I think if Gabby wants to respond to Danny, then Carla should set a timer for Gabby and give her 2 minutes to respond back to you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so set my timer again.
I'm getting ready. Little Red, I'm getting ready to go private because they're hitting the hell out of me today.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what
I
to
do,
say.
baby. I do remember
Go
that.
ahead. Timer set. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't.
But here's the thing. For Danny to relapse, she would have had to been sober to start with. She's never stopped drinking. So she's, you know.
know what to say to any of this, to be quite honest with you, because I don't know.
I know us bullies.
I can do. How can I put this? I feel like I can do whatever I want to do on this app without my sister telling me, shut it down. Listen, I know I put that out on social media, and there's a reason why I do it. If you listen to me, but you don't, and there's a reason why I do it. And actually,
See, Gabby has always said there's a reason for her foul fuckery here on TikTok. Always been. She's never told anybody what that reason is. However, I probably know. But, you know, she never explains what that reason is. Just trust her. There's a reason she does what she does. There's a reason she rage baits. Well, we know what that is,
I
right?
have a lot of people that I have actually, like, I don't know, just they appreciate what I've done. It gets them out of bed, brushes their teeth. There's so many people that said, you are the reason why I am who I am today. And that makes me feel better that what I'm doing on live is the reason that people are
Didn't we hear this kind of shit last night? And here we are in 2025, and this was 2023.
still watching me till this day. there's two differences here: a lie and the truth. You can say I'm lied if you want to. Yeah, Gabby's addicted. I really hope it's the best, or whatever. Or I don't really agree with her parenting, but every parent difference. Whatever. That is fine to say on a live, but not to twist it and make up lies and make me look like super bad. That's a problem.
Look at there. But she said she's been silent for all this time and never spoke about this, right? And this is what we just heard last night.
You understand that? That's a problem. You can't just go on live and bash somebody and make up lies, which that's what a lot of you guys are doing. For one, I have so much proof that Cameron's autistic. I have paperwork, but you guys sit there and say he's not. You guys are not the mother here. You guys have no idea what it is to deal with a child. I don't really know what to say because I feel like this is just, I don't know.
2 minutes out.
I just.
Okay,
Go.
all right. So, sweetheart, back your little train up. Lies?
Okay, let's watch our tone of voice and how we speak to each other. If we want respect, we have to give respect.
Not a thing has changed.
Okay, so, Gabby, I want you to, okay, tell me this, right? Do you think it's okay for what you're doing is telling everybody about Cameron's rash, arguing on TikTok, fighting
Telling everybody about Cameron's rash.
on TikTok, posting your personal...
Okay, I'll slow it down, Tammy. Because this part's important. I didn't know the part about the rash was going to be on here. Let's go back to normal. Let me rewind it just a little bit. Okay.
And the truth. You can say...
Right? Didn't she just go on a live with somebody and say she had no idea about any of this? No idea.
Say I'm live if you want to. Yeah, Gabby's evicted. Twist it and make up lies and make me look like super bad. That's a problem. Do you understand that? That's a problem. You can't just go on live and bash somebody and make up lies, which that's what a lot of
What does Denny say? I hate liars. I hate liars, she says.
you guys are doing. For one, I have so much proof that Cameron's autistic.
We heard that. Let's go to Danny's part.
Go.
Yep.
All right, so, sweetheart, back your little train up. Lies?
Okay, let's watch
Thank
our
you,
tone of voice and how
Pisces
we speak
princess.
to each other. If we want respected, we have to give respect.
I agree. Okay, so, Gabby, I want you to okay, tell me this, right? Do you think it's okay for what you're doing is telling everybody about Cameron's rash, arguing on TikTok, fighting on TikTok, posting your personal life?
What she means by personal life is this was around the time that her legs were up in the air and little one walked in with her biscuit in the wind.
For 24 hours in a day, do you not expect people to have their opinions? Do you not expect people to actually oh, well, why are you doing this, Gabby? Why are you doing this? They have every right to say what they want to say. And then you can sit there and say, well, you're not his mother. You're not his mother. You're right. They're not his mother.
I'm giving me honest.
But you give them, I don't, okay, first of all,
I don't
now
think I
I
can
didn't
do
interrupt
that.
you. So Carla, you need
Yep.
to stop with that.
Biscuit
You
in the
got it.
wind.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. You got to give her time to speak, love.
I'm not saying that you're not a good mom, okay? But you are a good mom, but you have flaws that you need to work on. Just like
Amanda?
how every other mom.
If she really cared about Cam, she would have stepped in as a family member because she did not care to ruin her relationship with Mimi over a parody of Bad Boys. But when it's something that really matters, she has a problem bringing up the issue with Mimi. But she didn't care to ruin that relationship over a song and poking at her sister, right? It's all fake with her. She don't give a shit.
Needs to work on flaws if their own children. But you cannot sit here and say, well, you're not Cameron's mother when you post and you talk about your personal life. You
I don't know where they come from either. They just come out.
The social media of the world, your life, everything you do,
Carrie, Mimi is still paying her bills.
everything you say. And then what you also need to realize, Gabby, is when you have people in your boxes that don't get, because you said it, I've got people coming after me. They want me dead.
You're welcome,
they
Amanda.
They don't want me around. You've got people in your box that you don't even know
Well,
who you're
stick around
talking
and I'll
to.
teach you
And
about
they're trying to get close to you, and they're trying to ruin you. And there's people out here that's sitting back saying, "Oh my God, I can't watch this girl fall."
Hi.
I want to remind you all, too, both of these girls know exactly what they're doing. They've been pulling the same con for years.
Hi.
I love you.
Yeah, keep tapping. I'm going to have to end here in about 5-10 minutes. Hello, Kelly. Yeah, it's the smirks for me.
Hello. Would you like to respond?
Yes, Princess, if you're following me, you will be.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what to say. I don't know.
I care about you. I do. Okay? I've been through it. Okay? And like what really hurts me is that when you know that I was clean off of the alcohol. You know that. And for you to sit there and say you forgot, that hurts me. It hurts me. Okay? When I look at how everything is, the screen recordings, the hate that you get on a daily basis, the screen recordings I get when you have people in your boxes and they're like bashing like me crazy.
Well, so does the other one.
And then you're over here like, I can't.
This is from 2020. This is a live from 2023. The reason why it says like it would be relevant today is because they recycle the same con over and over.
Not ready.
Gabby, just calm down. I'm trying to just help you and give you the advice.
Wait, did she leave?
Yeah, she's gone.
Yep, Kelly, exactly.
You want to chat to
Run,
her?
rabbit, run. No, Frenchie, this is from
I don't
2023.
think she wants to hear the truth. I don't. I just don't.
Well, Mimi's a closet alcoholic.
And I'm gonna say to like one cake.
Let me say this.
If she's not, she should be.
I'm trying to figure out the words
That's
to
okay.
say it. Gabby, I hope you're still listening. I'm a mother of an autistic child. And I've shared this
Thanks
with
for
Danny
the
before.
heart me or the yeah.
And I've shared that we've been through struggles.
Right,
My
I would
son
be
was
too.
nonverbal for 3 years
She doesn't want accountability or advice because she used the kid's a prop for both sisters.
of his life because he was fine up until he was 15 months old.
I don't know who's in the
And
boxes.
he was
It doesn't
from the time
show.
he was 15 months, talking about her son and the diagnoses, pointing out the positives. We can lift her up with the positives. And it's hard enough as a parent.
Now do you see why everybody on this side is no longer offering Gabby any assistance to do better because she's had 2 years to do better and has chose to continue to do the same shit over and over? She has been given grace where grace should not have ever been given. Danny has been shown grace where grace should no longer be given. To give him grace after this many years is to just allow them and be complicit in them collecting victims here on the app. Grace should be given to those that deserve some grace, but when they've been given it and throw it back in your faces every damn time you give it to them, grace, they don't get anymore.
I'm over here crying myself because it's hard enough as a parent.
See, y'all can call it parasocial. This woman is really hurt. Okay, it's fun and games for them. she's really hurt because she's gone through the shit that these two pretend to go through. This is a victim, an emotional trauma created by the grace that these women have been given on the app in 2023.
Who is raising that type of child to not beat yourself up every single day? It's hard enough. It's hard enough to question yourself what you did wrong, saying that I never walked. And I don't think commenting on her parenting is the right thing to do in this
Tina, thank
situation
you.
unless you've walked a mile in her shoes. Able to talk
To, you know, bash a parent. I do.
See, that's why they get empathy, because this woman has gone through hell raising an actual autistic child, where Gabby would have no fucking clue what that's like. So these big-hearted women give them grace over and over again.
I think it's wrong. But what
off live and some of that stuff. I'm not defending that. But what I'm
Yeah,
saying
I will. Speeding her back up. Wait, no. Yep, they just hurt people.
is, let's uplift her in the things that she's doing right. Let's tell her about the things that she's doing right. She's heard enough for
the system. Right on, Starla. Right on, Starla. We all pay into that. Gabby needs to go and use it.
Okay, but I thought talk for Gabby to God for this offering services. So it's like, does she want the help or does she just want the drama that comes along with the help? Because if I had this app and people were talking about the opportunities, I would have been taking them. I didn't have
This.
Same
Look
problem.
into this.
And Jenny, I do agree with your stance on not bashing mothers. I'm
No.
totally with that, right? Like I'm a mother myself.
I don't believe
totally
anything
agree
out
that
of their
we should not be
mouths.
sitting here bashing a mother. But
Right.
Danny does have the right to have a conversation with her sister on live because her sister puts it on live. If her sister
That's
didn't
right.
put it on live,
That's right.
we wouldn't have to have the conversation on live.
Well, it's not.
Again, November 2023. And we're in, what, is it June 2025? We're still discussing Gabby's shitty parenting and emotional abuse of a innocent child.
Not Danny bashing her. It's Danny's concern for her sister.
And how bad I was as a parent because they thought I was an awful parent because my son wouldn't. I was.
What you did, and it's up to the comment Gabby made that women thank her every day because they got out of bed because
Kenzo wants to say something.
All right, hold on.
Kenzo, speak, please.
Okay, now, so a lot of this stems from where she tries to sit here and blame everything on autism. Well, here's the thing. I have a 3-year-old autistic son, and it's not autism's fault, okay, all the time. It is how you are as a parent and what you teach them. And here's the thing. Gabby complaining about him being up all hours of the night, it stems from her being up all hours of the night, not having a schedule for the little boy nor herself so he can get on the proper schedule.
Correct.
Okay, so now when
2023, she wouldn't put him on a schedule. Here we are at 2025. And if a child really has autism, they thrive from routine and schedule. Like, I'm not sure who's, I think that's Kendra speaking facts right now.
this little boy is sleeping until 3 o'clock in the afternoon because of the schedule she's on being loud and obnoxious on the
Oh, and she was drugging him back in then with melatonin as well. That's 2 years this baby has been on a diet of melatonin.
app. This little boy's waking up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and she's getting upset with him because he's not going to sleep at night. You cannot expect your child to get any sleep at night when you are not on a routine yourself and you're showing him that this stuff that you are doing is okay for him to do as well.
See, here's the date.
I have a nephew with autism. I have a nephew with cerebral palsy. I have friends whose child had autism. Yes, even though it is a lot of women and husbands, fathers, sometimes they use that for a crutch. You still,
Well, Carrie,
the way
it's
I raised my
actually
daughter,
been
she
his
was
whole
normal, thank
life.
God, you know, but you still have to teach them
Yeah.
and raise them every day. You know, he should have had a bed.
a sole provider for my family. I worked 40 hours a week. My son has 5 hours of therapies every single week, and we didn't.
Where's any of Cam's therapy? You know, he's not been in school for over a week. He should have been. Where's any of Cam's therapy? You know, he's not been in school for over a week. He should have been. If he was actually autistic, he should have been scheduled already to pick up when school let out so that he didn't backslide or regress in his progress. None of that has taken place. None of it. Again, that's neglect.
Danny, can I ask you a question based on what she's talking about right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't miss that.
And if you don't want to speak on it, that's okay. As far as Gabby's significant other goes, obviously that is her son's dad. Is he supportive of these things, or could she be
So see, even back then, people were wondering, why isn't Aaron doing anything? Why?
getting
Same
backlash
shit.
from him and encouragement to stop such therapies?
I don't know, but the parents.
I'm sorry. Can she just answer my question real quick?
So say that one more time.
Okay, is his dad supportive of the therapy, or could she be getting backlash?
I don't know if they're
for
from
wanting to
Pastor
take him
Petty
and
or
get him
not.
help?
I think that one right there. The back.
So it's not. I mean, we have to consider that there's also someone else that
Exactly.
can negatively
Happy
affect
Friday.
her if she does do a lot of
Exactly.
this
But
stuff.
you as a mom, aren't you going to fight for your child? No, he
Absolutely,
needs that.
absolutely. But it's a very toxic environment that
It does.
negatively that would make the therapy not even count.
Abby needs to shit or get off the pot.
Bingo.
If she works for her son and him and her don't work out, he's toxic. Get rid of him. Get rid of
I
him.
agree. My family has told Gabby this. My family has seen how Aaron has treated Gabby, and when I can sit here and honestly say, I can sit here and say that if y'all really understood the control, the narcissist, the everything, Gabby is brainwashed by that man.
Gabby's just a poor little Aaron's puppet.
That's the feeling that I pick up on.
No, he doesn't do this. He doesn't.
Girl, I can take you serious with that face.
Okay, it's not. I didn't think so, but I wasn't sure.
And tells other people, oh no, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do this.
Exactly,
You know why?
Fuzz.
She is so in love with him. She's afraid I'm never going to get anybody else. And I
Yeah,
have
you
no
know what I
think
think it is? You know what I really think it is?
I think she's so afraid to have to go out and get a
I
job
got it.
and have to
I
take
got a
care of her
recording.
child by herself. It has nothing to do with anything else other than she doesn't want to go out and have to do it alone. Because if my husband or my father
Oopsie, somebody's speaking facts.
of my child told me that my daughter didn't need therapies that doctors suggested, I would tell him to get the F out of my home.
But it does come down to, I've had to like go through it and admit it. to
Sorry,
where
I
love him
didn't.
so
I
much.
wasn't
He found
trying
out
to.
TikTok,
Little miss,
okay?
I wasn't being rude. I'm sorry if it came out rude. I apologize.
And when she came back from Florida, okay, because she left Aaron, left him, when they got evicted in the same home that they are in when I used to live there. She took off and went into live with my birth mom. She wasn't respectful there, so they kicked her out. She then went into Tina's house. Didn't work out, didn't respect her. They kicked her out. Then she went to another aunt's house. Didn't like that, and because of her child, whatever, it just didn't work. Then my sister left and went to Florida. She was the happiest.
Oh, and that is why Gabby went to Florida back in the day. Why, Danny, couldn't she live with any of your sister aunts? Because she was disrespectful.
Woman ever. I can't tell you the happiness out of that woman. She then came back to Chicago to be with Aaron again. That's when shit went down. Then she got on TikTok, saw all the things that she's doing, getting all the attention, okay? And she wants everybody to do everything for her. She wants to stay at home, be a home mom. She's afraid to go out there to get a job because she feels like she is afraid that she is going to lose her son because she's going to lose her job. And she'd rather have Aaron, which Aaron is a hardworking man, do everything so she doesn't have to have that worry. And I think that's what it comes down to. I think she goes on TikTok because she is scared. She feels like she doesn't have the support from her family. And she's looking for the attention that her family never gave her.
But Danny, you're her family. It sounds like to me you both got way too much attention.
And I think
Feels
that's
isolated.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. Because of the
Much is so obvious, Danny.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you can tell there's some isolation there, but also
Yes,
like
thank you,
I don't
Randa
know,
and Panda,
I feel
for-
like most special needs moms
for
feel
correcting
isolated
that.
in some way because like you can't go go to the store and do the same things with other people.
She
But
ain't afraid
I don't
of
know. I just
nothing.
put my focus into every choice. If I have to lay down, it has to be quiet. Maybe just
From what I see on there, there's no routine, and you're right. Every child needs a routine.
Or do you guys see the pattern? Aaron controls Gabby, and now Gabby controls me. Do you see the pattern?
Yeah, well, yeah.
There it is.
From can I
What
say
the
my
hell?
opinion is? My opinion of this whole thing, from watching Gabby off and
Forking
on,
is
I
awesome.
have three main thoughts. I feel like she lives in survival mode, and she doesn't see it. Most of
She hasn't. She only got on TikTok in 2022. This is from November 2023. So, and what year was the Hurricane Ian, I think? So, yeah. No, Forkin, you're amazing.
what happens is either a trauma response or a coping mechanism, and as long as she is stuck in those
Nope, neither. It is, she's a spoiled narcissist that thinks she's entitled to everybody's money.
spots, number one, she's not going to be open to anything that anybody has to say, because you know how you get defensive. It's hard to see what everyone else sees, and as long as
Yep,
she
Daisy,
has
she sure does.
the exact situations that
Is that when she came on? Tina Marie was September of 2022. So she had barely been on TikTok a year when this little come to Jesus kumbaya about her online behavior went down.
she's in, which is so, there's so
Oh, the
many,
hurricane?
like the stuff
Okay,
with her baby, and then the
2022.
stuff with
Yeah.
Aaron, and then dealing with all the stuff that she carries from her past, which I don't know her past, but I'm just saying, that's a lot. And having everyone judge you, and I'm going to say this, and it's probably not going to fare well with people in these boxes, but it's my opinion. Just because you're on the internet and people are allowed to have their opinions doesn't mean you have to be receptive to them. She should give a shit what Danny has to say. But
From day one, she wants my life. She wants it. She knows that I live alone. She knows that like I can do what I want. I'm free, and she doesn't have the ability to do what I'm doing. But I'm not the one that opened up my legs and wanted to get pregnant.
Hi, Welch.
She made that responsibility. She laid in it, and she even told me, "Well, if I didn't have Cameron, I wouldn't be with Aaron." How many times has Gabby with?
Oh, let's go back to them and slow it down to normal speed.
So here's what I've noticed, right? Gabby has always been jealous of me from day one.
Oh,
She wants my life. She wants
is
it.
that what she said?
She
Okay.
knows that I live alone. She knows that like I can do whatever I want. That I'm free, and she doesn't have the ability to do what I'm doing. But
Today, in 2025, Danny lays around sad face claiming, Gabby should be thankful because here I am all alone. But now her being alone lifestyle is something that people should be jealous of because she can do whatever she wants. See how she twists shit to manipulate?
I'm not the one that opened up my legs and wanted to get pregnant.
Whoops.
She made that responsibility. She laid in it. And she even told me, she goes, well, if I didn't have Cameron, I wouldn't be with Aaron. How many
Bingo,
times has
Daisy.
Gabby said, oh, I don't want to be with Aaron. Oh, he's cheating on me. Oh, look at these phone screens. Look at these text messages.
Because she's got the baby, you don't stay with somebody you don't want to be with. There's so much help out there for single parents. I sent so many people to get help.
Okay? Our father left us. I don't think she wants Cameron to grow up without a father. I think
and
that
that
is
shit is strong.
why Gabby is the way she is and the way that she wants to be with Aaron, because she doesn't want Cameron growing up to feel what it's like to not have a father. Okay?
Oopsie.
But
Okay, y'all. Thanks for being in here, and thanks for all. I need to charge my phone, and the kids should be here from Ohio anytime. And I'm excited. Have a good day. I might be back on later tonight. If not, I'll see you probably somewhere in a live stream. Oh, thank you guys. Y'all have a great day. Happy Friday the 13th, and toodles. Guys, y'all have a great day. Happy Friday the 13th, and toodles.